Okay, welcome to our envelopes portion of the mail merge training. The first thing that you're going to want to do is, again, once you have Word open, you want to start a new blank document. It might default to that on its own, but if it doesn't, make sure you go File, New, and hit Blank Document. And you're going to want to go ahead and go to the Mailings tab at the top ribbon and go to Start Mail Merge, and this time we're going to hit Envelopes. So what it's going to do, it's going to reformat your page to match whatever envelope size you're using. So based on whatever envelope you'd want to fill out for your printer, you'd have to select it on here, the correct dimensions. So we're just going to stick with the one that it gives you. You can also change the delivery address or the return address font if you would like to, but there's really no reason to do that in this situation. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK, and it'll reformat the page to be in the shape of an envelope. So the first thing I like to start with is type in your return address information, because that's not going to change whether it be for yourself or for the company that you're working for. So let me go ahead and type that in here. Okay, so once you have that typed in, then you want to worry about the part that's going to be changing for each of your envelopes, and that would be the address list. Now, if you go ahead and click down here somewhere, it'll bring up this box and it'll center exactly where your sending address information is. So if we leave it there, we can go ahead and go to Select Recipients, and we're going to go ahead and use an existing list. You can create an own list, but a lot of people or companies have a mailings list or a contact list for people that they are in contact with and may want to mail things out to. So we've created a list that you can go ahead and use. We're going to use for this session, but you will probably have a list, maybe an Excel file, which is what we're going to be using here. So mine's located on my desktop, so I'm going to go ahead and navigate to my desktop, and here we have address list, and we can open that up. And when you look at this, this is selecting sheet 1 of that Excel file. Now, it's called sheet 1 because we did not rename that file, that tab on the specific sheet. But if you have multiple sheets, like say you have like one contact Excel file, but you may have one tab dedicated to family members, one to coworkers, one to friends. So you can select which sheet you would like to, or you can select a bunch of them. And you have to know the format of your Excel file. This basically means first row of data contains column headers. So that means that in my Excel file, I have the first row is the title of the column. So like first name, last name, address. So I want to make sure that's checked. So it doesn't include the first row as a name to my contacts list. So you can go ahead and hit OK. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to want to put an address block there. So we click up there on address block. And as you can see, this is the format. This is one example. You can go through all the people that were in the address list. And this is a bunch of examples of how they would look and what format they would be using. You can pick your format for the type of address that you're sending out. So as you can see, the city is missing, and what that means is that when you exported your Excel file and imported it into Word, it didn't recognize the column that was titled City. So we need to go in here and hit Match Fields. And now this is what Word is going to determine as the city. So first name matched up with the column titled First in my Excel file. Last name matched up with last, but city didn't match up with anything. So we need to go, this is a list of all the columns that I labeled in my Excel file. I'm going to hit city and hit OK. If you don't hit OK and you want to check this box, you can check it, and in the future it should remember that those two should be matched on the computer, but I'll just leave that unchecked and hit OK, and now you can see that the cities show up where they should in the addresses. You want to go ahead and hit OK, and there's your address block. So envelope's pretty simple. You got your return address and your sending address here in the address blocks that'll change for each person. You can edit your recipient list by going up here to edit recipient list, and you can check who on the list you want to receive this. You don't have to send it out to everyone. You can uncheck them, you can look through them, you can filter them by different things. So hit OK. I'm just going to leave them all as everything. And then if you would like to see how they're going to actually look, you can hit Preview Results, and it'll fill it in how it's going to look. And here I can click through here and look at each of the people who are going to receive the envelopes when we go ahead and print them out. So once you feel that all of your information is correct, you're going to want to go ahead and go to Finish and Merge. And you could edit individual documents. If you hit that, it changes it to, it basically puts them all on one page, one stacked on top of each other to look at it, or you can just click through these arrows to look at each of the individual ones. So I wouldn't worry about that. So you can either send them out as emails, which wouldn't make much sense being envelopes, because you're going to want to have the envelopes in front of you and be ready to print them out, or you can print the documents. So you would want to go ahead and print the documents. Here's another way where you can filter who's getting it. You could just do the current one you've selected, or a range of recipients. So we have 7 total, so I'm just going to pretend that we're going to be printing all of them, and then you hit OK. And then here's where you would select your printer, all your standard printer information, and then hit OK, and you'll be good to go. So thank you for watching this portion of our mail merge training session. I hope you understand envelopes. Please click one of the links below to continue to another section, or check out the other videos on our page.